Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is for my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Let's see what Spirit has for you for love, what loving messages Spirit wants for you. Please take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everybody else, as it is a general love reading for all of you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you were guided here. Let's see what your cards say today. Let's see what they want you to know, what they want you to think about. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with any loving messages for my Libras. What is it that you need me to hear? What is it that you have for us? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have Dream Weaver. Dreaming and imagining brings you powerful visions into reality. Making miracles. Okay. I want making miracles. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, finding the person that you're meant to be with is definitely a miracle because it's so hard to find the right one. So this feeling of dreaming, leaving your dreams, miracles. I have rising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Ignite your soul. Look at the flames. Look at this little bit of a rising from above, coming out of something, spreading your wings. Just this feeling of finding your own passion within yourself, not necessarily because of somebody else. So sometimes when we, I guess, come into our own and we really feel like we are the person that we're meant to be, that is usually when someone comes into our life that's our equal. That is usually when the person who we're supposed to be with arrives. So that is really important to know. Spirit, please share with me. I have a worthy goal. Look at this. Climb all the mountains. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. I'm going to say there's this feeling of maybe you're arriving into a stage of your life that you feel like you can accomplish anything, including a healthy and happy relationship. It takes a little while to get there, doesn't it? Because sometimes we struggle with things like self-esteem or self-confidence or experience, life experience. So for those of you that feel like you're really in your element or you feel like you're really who you're meant to be, this is a good time for you. Like, this is your turn. This is your time. So there's something going on with the timing for me. And it could be that you're just in a better place in your life. It could be that you worked really, really hard to be here. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want us to know about any connections? I have a 6 of Wands. I have a Sun. We're ready. We are ready. So ready, Spirit just said. 7 of Wands. And I have an 8 of Swords. This is a feeling of I've worked really hard. I'm going to say it this way. I've worked really hard to break away from something that I felt like was holding me back. Now, this could be something that you still struggle with. I still struggle with trust. I still struggle with worthiness, value, timing, patience. But I'm not going to give up. I still believe, and I'm not going to give up. And I'm definitely not going to give up on myself, even though I know these things aren't good for me. It's one of those feelings of, I know I'm not supposed to be thinking this, but I do it anyways. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I do it anyways, even though it's not good for me. I'm putting too much sugar in my coffee. I'm asking for, extra, I can't even give another example. I'm just, doing something that's not good for me. But I know that at the end of the day, I am going to receive what I want. For some of you, you could be entering into this now. And on this particular deck, this is a Christmas deck. but you can see it says New Year. Okay. Happy New Year. And that's jumping out at me right now because I feel that it's Spirit's way of saying we're entering into the new year, right? We're starting a new phase. We've got a whole year to look forward to. And we've got this beautiful connection heading into us that a little bit of everybody's cheering you on and everybody's really, really happy for you. So is this the new year? I'm going to say possibly 2025 is the year you've been waiting for. It could be the best year of your life. And so maybe we have something to look forward to. Maybe this is the year you'll remember I met my person, or this is the year we fell in love. We got engaged. We moved in together. Could get married this year, so there's something going on with that for me. And I do want to acknowledge that only because it jumped out at me. And you don't usually see that. It's only because it's a holiday deck. So that did jump out at me. I have a King of Swords. I have a Three of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. And I have a Six of Swords. So this King and this Three of Wands is really strong for me at the moment. It is a sense of, I know what I want. So you've got somebody who is coming into your life. And I also feel like this feels like I left somebody a long time ago. And then the number 6 is even, it could be 6 years ago. It could be I've been single for 6 years. It's coming into me a little bit differently than a six of swords normally does. I like the star in the background, almost the sense of, I've just kind of been following my own kind of inner compass, my own destination. So they've just kind of been going with the flow with whatever is coming their way. But they do know what they want. I will say that there is this. The 3 butterflies are jumping out at me also today in the back of the throne. And because of the 3 of Wands, there could be 3 children involved between the 2 of you. One of you could have a child, another one could have 2 grown children, or you could have children at different ages, something along those lines. But I did feel this sense of combined families. Okay. So for some of you, or maybe some of you are going to get married and have 3 kids, so we'll put that out there for those of you that want to have a big family. I mean, that's a big family today. So, but I like this energy of, I know what I want. I've been perfectly happy with kind of doing my own thing for a while. So it could be 6 months. I mean, I don't know why that is jumping out at me that way today, but it is. And then I have this Queen of Pentacles. So they're attracted to you because you're independent, you're strong, you can stand up to them, Spirit just said. They can't get anything by you. That might be a joke between the 2 of you. Like, I'm not going to get away with anything. Nothing gets by you. You call them out on stuff. So that could be a joke between the 2 of you. They've met their match. And sometimes that's part of the fun, that you don't want to be with somebody that you feel like they're not on the same level as you. And there is a sense of playfulness where you have that kind of banter back and forth, and you challenge each other and you push each other. So I do feel like this connection, there's a lot of that. There's almost like this, I don't want to say tension because it's positive. This interaction between the 2 of you is very playful. But it's very challenging at the same time to me, because they're saying this is 2 very wise people. I almost felt like I want to say like 3 wise men, like for Christmas. So this is you're both very smart. You're both very bright, and you're challenging each other. So they've met their match. They have met their match. Let's see what else they're saying about this beautiful connection. If it hasn't come into your life yet, just keep manifesting along with me. I have authentic love. Express authentic love by being true to yourself. Share your genuine feelings, respect your partner, authenticity, and create a relationship based on truth. Sign me up. Okay. This truth, somebody who is confident, somebody who knows what they want, and they're not playing games right from the beginning. They are saying, I'm very open to a relationship with the right person. I would love to move forward with this and be exclusive. I would love to give this a chance, give this a try. A respectful and truth. Okay, good stuff. Respectful space, respect each other's need for space and independence, encourage personal time, support individual interests, and trust that space can strengthen the bond. Some of the best things that you can do for each other is allow the other person to continue to be who they are. That you don't have to do everything together, that they had a life before you, you have a life, you have friendships, you have family, you have activities, hobbies, whatever it is. And then when you reconnect, you also have something to talk about. It's not that you're together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you want to have that time and space, whether it's alone time or time with others. So we have to respect that. We have to trust when they are somewhere else that they're not doing anything that would hurt us. And they are kind of, enjoying themselves, and you're enjoying yourself somehow. So I have graceful forgiveness. Practice graceful forgiveness by letting go of grudges. Address conflicts with empathy. Apologize when needed, and move forward with a clean slate. I'm going to say pick your battles, okay? Not everything is worth a battle. It could annoy you. It could be like, I'm really sick of that person saying that. But am I willing to start something over it? Am I willing to, disrupt kind of a sense of peace? It depends on what it is, but pick your battles is how that came into me. Don't hold grudges. Nobody's perfect. Spirit, please share with me. So it feels like it's all healthy ways to think. So I feel like you both have very healthy attitudes about what makes or breaks a relationship. So I feel like that's a really good place to be in this connection. I have spying. Okay, social network, checking out information. I feel like that's more an admittance. I feel that after they are in a relationship with you, it was almost a feeling of, yeah, I checked you out. I checked you out. I looked you up on Facebook and Instagram and, just to see what you were doing and the kinds of posts that you were posting. And, I just wanted to make sure, you weren't posting like weird things. So I feel like it's more of an admittance that I kind of like checked you out. And I think everybody does that, don't we? I think everybody looks up the person that they're kind of interested in and sees what's going on. So I'm not, here's the apology. I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry I did that. A little bit of, I'm not a saint. They're holding a rosary bead. I'm not a saint. I'm kind of embarrassed that I did that, but I feel like I had to do it. I have pride, my ego got in the way. I had to know, I had to know what I was getting into. I had to know that this is going to be real. I had to know that you didn't post pictures with somebody else, or you still have pictures of you and your ex on there, or your status says that you're still in a relationship, or something that would be upsetting to me if I found out otherwise. So part of me feels like I just wanted to know. Here's the understanding, the epiphanies. Here's the light bulb going off. I feel like I just wanted to know. I wanted to understand you better. And I think that we all do that, whether it's you or them. It's, yeah, I checked you out, I checked you. A little bit of a stalking energy there, but I'm not ashamed. I'm just a little bit embarrassed that I did it. Like I'm a grown adult and I'm like Google searching you, so that's okay. It's all good. Let's see. I have temperance. Yeah. So it's because I don't want crazy in my life. right? Am I going to check somebody out beforehand because because I like my life, I like the balance I have in my life, and I don't want to invite somebody in that's going to disrupt my life, or certainly my children or family's life. So that temperance is really important to me. Like, I'm not going to give up my peace of mind for anyone. So I think that maybe doing a little legwork and a little research is probably a good thing. I have a judgment. Prejudging somebody. This is like a naughty or nice list on this card. It's like a, is your name on the naughty list? Is your name on the nice list? So where do I put you? It's also a little bit of a, do you check all the boxes? And I go back and forth with that because I like to give people a fair share. And I don't think everybody is going to check every box, or somebody's going to check all your boxes. But they have to check the big ones, right? They have to, I'm attracted to you. You are employed or have money in the bank. You go to work. You're healthy. You know, like they have to check the big ones, that I can communicate with you. And then you go into the other ones, and you know, if you have a list that's so specific, like I have to make sure I'm dating somebody that makes $100,000 a year and above, otherwise I'm not dating them, then you might be waiting for a little while. And you gotta be kind of generous with some of that stuff. But it did come into me as the list, and I'm making sure that you are passing. I'm going to say you passed the test. I hate that, but I feel like it is a test. Is it an invisible test that we all do? Possibly. Is it a judgment call that we all do? Absolutely. So for whatever reason, you passed the test. You're checking the boxes. They're interested in you. They've checked you out. No red flags are coming up. They are wanting to pursue this. They're wanting to move forward. So they have high standards, is what Spirit just said. So they don't date just anybody, is how it's coming into me. I have a Death card. And I have a Queen of Wands. So for every ending, there's a new beginning, but it is a feeling of, it was more of a sense of, I will turn it around. Not that somebody's coming back, but I will turn around. Like, if this isn't what I think it's going to be, I'll walk away. If you have said something to me that I think is odd or weird, I'll walk away. I'm attracted to you with that Queen of Wands. I definitely think you're hot. I definitely am interested in you. But if some of the other things jump out that aren't in alignment with me, then I will walk away, and I'm not afraid to walk away. And I feel like that's on both sides. That's on your side and their side. So we're both very secure. We're not demanding. We're not, Spirit just said, hanging on each other. Like, you're not desperate. So you're both very secure. And if there's some flags coming up, then you're definitely going to walk away. And that's a good place to be. You don't have to be with anybody. You can be with who you want to be with. It's always your choice. I have familiar, whether virtually or in person, we've already met. I have to tell you this, you guys know me. This is one of my favorite feelings. I feel like I've known you forever. You meet that person, you go out once, and that first date, you feel so comfortable with them that you can talk about anything. You end up talking for hours, and you just kind of fall into it. You just kind of become very, very friendly. You're very interested in each other. You're very attracted to each other. And you swear to God you've met them before. So that's it. That's a soul connection, revisiting. That's a soul connection, finding each other. You don't feel that way with everybody. Sometimes people make you feel nervous or you can't crack through the barrier. But this person you've kind of just fall back in place with on another soul journey. So that could be beautiful. Unworthy. Our love will be the greatest love you've ever known. Do you have doubts about your worthiness to receive this love? I don't feel that. I feel like that's something that we've worked through. I feel like that's something that I'm constantly working on. And if anything, I feel like you have made up your mind that I won't settle for anything less than somebody who treats me right. And I demand respect, Spirit just said, and I demand trust. So maybe all those past experiences of how somebody wronged you has made you stronger. So 11:11 on the clock when I'm recording this. So I'll take that as well. Thank you, Spirit. I have baggage. Are you truly healed enough for me to walk into your life today? That's a good question for them to ask you, for Spirit to ask you. And only you can answer that. Are you truly ready if somebody new walked into your life today? Are you 100% sure that emotionally you could be in a relationship? And that's a good question that we all should ask ourselves. Spirit, please share with me. I have a heartbreak. I'm not ready for you yet because I'm still in the process of healing from my last relationship. I had that death card. So you could have somebody that was struggling for a long time. I do feel like it's over because I had that Six of Swords earlier, and I do feel like they took their time. I feel like they've been alone for a while, and maybe they had said to themselves, I'm truly heartbroken. I'm not ready for a relationship. I just don't want to be. I mean, we've all been there where you're like, I don't want anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to be in a relationship. We've all been there. So, but then that passes and we get strong. And then we think, it'd be nice to have somebody. It'd be nice to be back in a relationship with somebody. So I do feel like this person has, they're saying licked their wounds, but healed their wounds. And it is a sense of, I'm in a better place. I might not be completely healed, but I don't think anybody is completely healed. But they're in a better place. But they may share that with you when you meet them. They may just say, somebody really, knocked me down. Somebody really threw me under the bus. It was unexpected. Changed my life, something like that. But what did Spirit say a minute ago? Well, a couple of things. This is your turn, right? They had said that. And then this feeling of this is the best year to come. So I really want to stay with that for a second. Like, we've got an amazing year ahead of us because this could be a turning point for you, Spirit just said. This could be, I don't know, the year that you've been waiting for, something like that I've just been waiting for so long for my person. And I hope this is the year that they're here. So let's see what the messages are. I want to make things right. I want things to be right. I am in agreement that both of us want a relationship that works. And I really like that feeling of, I feel like I've known you forever because I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to try so hard to make things right. I don't have to, it's a little bit easier for me. And I feel like when it's the right person, it is pretty easy. I always feel that way. I want to treat you the way you deserve. Okay. It's interesting because I feel like that's something that we talk about. I feel that we have past relationships that we lost trust. We might have even lost respect for what this person said or did because they always lied, or they would say something and it was like, where did that come from? So you couldn't even trust what they were saying. So I feel like we had a lot of conversations about that. And so we both know where we're coming from. So that being said, it's a sense of you deserved more. They see your point of view. They put themselves in your shoes. You deserved more. You shouldn't have been treated that way. Like nobody should treat anybody that way. So I do feel like there's an incredible sense of understanding or respect, empathy, all of those things, because they're putting themselves into your shoes in the path that you've already walked, and they are acknowledging it and respecting that. So they know where you're coming from. I really do care, even though I don't show it. So this person's going to have to come out of their shell a little bit. This person is going to have to work on their actions or their words and really show that they want to be all in. So it could just take time, Spirit's saying. It could be because they haven't been in a relationship for a long time. They're kind of out of practice to how do you treat somebody? How do you talk to somebody? They haven't said those words in a long time, Spirit just said. They haven't told somebody in a long time that they're in love with them. So they want to make sure that they really do feel that way before they ever say it again. That's maybe a promise they said to themselves. I wouldn't be afraid that it's never going to happen, but I feel like it could be slower than what you would like. You may say, I love you first, and then they may follow. I underestimated how important you are in my life. So this feeling of not even underestimated how much I needed somebody in my life. Sometimes we don't realize what we're missing until we have that. And we say, you know, I didn't even realize that this was going to make me so happy. I thought I was happy before. I had friends, family, my career. I had, you know, all this stuff going for me. And I thought I was happy. And now I'm realizing that I want more. I want more. So Spirit, is 2025 our year? A little bit of a new year prediction for my Libras. Is this really going to be our year? Is this really going to be the year that we make things happen? What is going on with this connection? Let's see. I have next week. Okay. We're going to start talking to somebody next week, talking seriously, next new moon. I have in the summer, I have in November. So I'm recording this in November, the last day of November. You could have met this person this month for some of you. And maybe by the summertime, we have realized that we really are good for each other, and that we have enough months under our belt that we feel like it's really starting to feel like a couple, and we're not going anywhere. So I would set that as a goal, I guess, that by the summertime, we're going to have our answers. We're going to know whether this is, you know, really going to be a long-term lasting love. So I feel like those are some of the answers that they have for you within the next 6 months. So that would make sense to me. All right. Spirit's asking me to give you a surrender card. So let me, I wasn't planning on that, but they said we have to surrender. So, okay. Let's see what they want you to surrender to, Libras. What do they want you to surrender to right now? What is it they want you to be thinking of that you could be doing better or differently? Surrender to Spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let Spirit work its magic for you. We started out with making miracles. That was one of the first things that Spirit said to me was, we are making miracles and it's your turn and it's your time. So they're saying, let Spirit work its magic for you. So is this magic coming in 6 months? Is this magic coming this week? We don't know. Is this magic here? And we're going to claim it, own it. It's yours, but it's coming and it's love and it's a good love. So we're going to put this out into the universe today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. How beautiful. If you are new to my channel today and you enjoy this content on love and tarot, and channeled messages, hit that like button, the subscribe, and the bells to be notified when new videos are being uploaded. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today, my Libras and my cross watchers. If anyone would like to comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. I'll put my website as well below for private readings, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com. We'll see you guys again in another Love Messages real soon.